Hi, this is Lisa Rangel from Chameleon Resumes, the premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk about 3 LinkedIn changes you can make to jumpstart your job search. Now, whether you are just starting your search or you've been looking for a little while and maybe it hasn't been going so well, these 3 moves will help you get found by recruiters and hiring managers looking for people like you. So the first is to populate the skills section at the bottom of your profile, as well as within each job, under each employment section. That was coming out a little slowly today. So make sure that you populate the skills that you want to be found for most readily, as well as what you performed at that particular role. But if you did have a job where you did a lot of things, you want to make sure that you should hone in on the ones you want to be found for. Don't necessarily list everything, because visually it could look a little overwhelming. But more importantly, if some of these skills you don't want to keep doing in your upcoming jobs, don't keep advertising them. You can always talk about it on an interview. You may have an achievement listed on a resume, but having skills listed on your LinkedIn profile that you don't want to continue doing in your future roles is just one way of only including what's really important, as well as not visually overloading the reader. So make sure you populate your skills. And the other reason why you want to do this is because it's part of the search terms that recruiters use to find people like you. So it's not just visually validating when someone is on your profile reading it, it helps them get to your profile in the first place. So make sure that you do that. The second change or edit that you want to make to jumpstart your job search is to keyword populate your headline or tagline, which is the area underneath your name. This is a premier spot that the LinkedIn algorithm pulls from in terms of keywords. So you want to make sure that you have the positions that you're listed, positions that you're going for listed, as well as any other keyword that is important to finding someone like you. For some, that could be a position title, it can be a skill set, it can be a software, it can be a particular function. So the key is to look at job descriptions that you are targeting. What are some of the most prevalent and most important keywords that are being used in that particular document? And then use those keywords to populate and come up with the content for your LinkedIn headline or tagline, which again is the area underneath your name. And then the third important move that you want to make to jumpstart your job search, the move that you want to make with your LinkedIn profile, that is make sure you have a current position. And I can't emphasize this enough. And if you're not working, you may think, well, how am I supposed to have a current position, Lisa? Here's how you do it. You want to populate a current position outlining what you're doing during this unemployment gap. You want to use the title to be the keywords of the titles that you are targeting. So if you're going for a chief marketing officer or for a director of finance role, make sure that you use those titles that you are targeting in that title section of this employment section for your current role. And then for the company name, you can put in the industries that you're looking to target. And this way, you are outlining what job you're looking for and in the industries that you are wanting to do that role in. And then the next thing is you have 2,000 characters in that employment section to outline what you've been doing during the gap. Outline volunteer roles that you've been doing, outline courses you've taken, what you've been doing with your job search, networking events you've attended, conferences you've attended, and anything that supports what you do from a keyword standpoint, education, professional associations. I mean, I can go on and on. Any entrepreneurial initiatives that you've done that support you looking for the job. You don't want to list necessarily entrepreneurial ventures that could detract from someone hiring you, because there is entrepreneur bias out there. People want to hire entrepreneurial minded people. They don't necessarily want to hire entrepreneurs. I'll save that for another video. But just show your initiative, show you what you've been doing during the gap, but do it under a current position. Do not use the career break function. Use an employment section to outline what you've been doing during this unemployment break. So having that position, that current position to present position populated helps with the LinkedIn algorithm. LinkedIn has an unemployment bias where, all things being equal, if someone has a current position listed and someone else doesn't, they tend to list the person with the current position higher than the person without one. So we want to make sure we take care of that by listing a current position. So these are 3 moves you can make on your LinkedIn profile to help start the job search. Say that 5 times. And if you're looking for more ideas of what you can do with your resume, your job search tactics, your LinkedIn profile, and everything you need to go from job searching to job landing, I'm going to say join my free training session. Go to freeexecjobsearchtraining.com. I'm going to put the URL up here and register for my next free session. We go through before and after resumes. We go through job landing tactic training, interview tactics in order to position yourself as the premier candidate to hire, and how to maximize your salary. So we go through the whole gamut, everything you need to land a job search if you go to freeexecjobsearchtraining.com. Look forward to seeing you there. So if you have any questions, I'm going to ask you to, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me at lr@chameleonresumes.com, or comment below or DM me. I do my best to read and reply to every email, comment, and DM. You can share this video if you know someone who will benefit from the information that I've put here. Feel free to like it if you've liked it, and do not forget to subscribe to next week's to the channel so you don't miss next week's video. So I look forward to seeing you at the training, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.